style's a chemical reaction, law of attraction, the hot shit.
Taking all types of medicine, I keep planets in orbit, I keep energy building. I keep taking all types of medicine, I keep planets in orbit, I keep energy building. Planets in, I keep taking all types of medicine, I keep planets in orbit, I keep energy building. I keep taking all types of medicine, I keep planets in orbit, I keep energy building. Planets in, I keep
never trusted these niggas in any form of fashion, steady forming fashion. My style's a chemical reaction, law of attraction, the hot shit. Don't worry, I got it. The vision's refracted with the chrome to its bone and retracted. Turn the skull to a stadium, make a hole where it used to be a cranium. My style don't got a stain on it, my steel stainless. Pinpoint accuracy, leave you brainless. My style be the tamest. She wanna fuck cause I'm famous for doing crimes that's heinous. I got an ill reputation. Even radio wouldn't play us if they knew it was good for them. Deliver the goods for them. Run over the game like Suge knew them. Nobody told you to get in my way. Move, bitch, like what Ludacris say. I'm on I-20 for money. Hitting the road with hoes, getting paid. That's just how the day goes. Flight to San Diego. Red bone named Carmen. Found that hoe. It was a hell of a bargain. Vominos just landed in NY. Got a plug for the socks. Charge triple. Up in my watch. Double tying my knots. You niggas too loose. Can't get tied to toucan. But who can flip these groups like I can? Know what I'm saying? Shit, word is burn, saying. It's all about the cream, man.
taking all types of medicine, I keep planets in orbit, I keep energy building.
Now you can hear me. Peace to the fam. Welcome. This is the Hood Mystic representing www.hoodmystic.com. The title of this video is titled Freedom from Illusion. We are continuing on our somewhat of a series and dealing with, I don't know exactly what we're dealing with, but I'm just following the prompts from spirit at this point. And overall, it just seems as though the call for raising up beyond Maya, beyond glamour, beyond illusion is the reality that we need to kind of deal with, you know? If we're not dealing with the truth of the matter and we're dealing with the illusion, then the conversation gets a little sketchy. The conversation gets a little weird. You understand what I'm saying? But once we understand that the truth is beyond our illusion, the truth is beyond our emotions, then we really cooking with grease and we about to fry up some, you know, southern fried chicken for these boys. So free from illusion and time. This is an interesting aspect when we look at the astrology of the whole situation, because on one side we have the moon conjunct Venus today. So Venus being the planet of love, the moon being our subconscious reality. The idea is with that side is to deal with fulfillment. And fulfillment, if we look at the etymology of the word fulfill, it is to feel completely. So in understanding fulfillment isn't something that you deal with on the short term, immediate gratification, rando dando type of situation. Is something that you could look forward to, something that you can plan, something that you can develop, something that has substance. That's fulfillment. And then on the other side, we have a lot of shifts of energy. We have Jupiter getting ready to transit into sidereal Capricorn. We have Pluto just now crossing over that threshold from Sagittarius to Capricorn. So we have like a 14-year cycle that's just been ended throughout this week. And we're beginning a whole entire new cycle that's going to take another 14 or so years. So over these next 14 years, we're dealing with major shifts of consciousness. Let's just rewind ourselves 14 years ago. And if a person is still in the space and time of 14 years ago, then you like, that's kind of crazy. Think about how much our lives, our minds, our being has shifted over these past 14 years. Now try to imagine how much your society, how much you are going to change over the next 14 years. And so Saturn's already in Capricorn. If you study Western astrology, they will have Saturn transiting into Aquarius, which is perfectly fine because we never have an absence of energy. There's going to be Aquarian energy, there's going to be Capricornian energy, and there's also going to be Piscean energy. Understanding these three major constellations and how important they are to overall spiritual awareness, and having most of the energy tied up in this area, like really powerful things, especially like if you're having children, if you're starting businesses, starting new endeavors. This is an amazing, powerful time for you. But it's representing fulfillment. It's not representing the reality of immediate gratification, microwave, things of that nature. So tying that all in, the moon and Venus are conjunct, and they are actually squaring Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn to varying degrees. And squares present an issue. Squares present a challenge. If you are an Arian, meaning that you're an Aries dominant individual, then you look at challenges as great. But if you are more of a Cancerian, more of a Leo type of energy, you may look at challenges as, oh shit, here we go again. So when things are coming up, such as coronavirus, such as, biblical plagues and things of that nature, one can look at them like, oh shit, this is very bad. Or one can look at it as a challenge that you need to raise your energy up to if you feel in that way. Because through all the plagues, all of the degradation and negative things that have happened throughout history, human beings have still managed to survive. And with whatever is being presented to us, the cusp of nuclear war and Cold War and, war between your baby mama and your baby daddy, we've all lived through it before. So if you just fixate it on like it's the end of the world type of deal, then you don't fully comprehend the energy, and you can't really tap into something deeper that's allowing you to address what might seem to be insurmountable problems. Now, if you watch this video post live, could you please comment on this video? What would you do if you were homeless? If you ever been homeless, what would you do? Because the reality is, people ask me questions, whether through text, whether through Messenger, and I don't always have the answer. So I want the family to give me any suggestions that you have in the comments. I know we're on the chat and we're live, but if you catch this video post live, I meant to say this at first, but please do me a big, huge solid and comment on this video. What would you do if you was homeless? Have you ever been homeless? What did you do? And just give some help to the family, because what's happening is that the rent is raising. Like it's the beginning of a new year. It's February going into March. So a lot of the rent has been raised like $400 to $500. And if you haven't got a $400 to $500 raise, you've already been living check to check and things of that nature. A lot of people going into this March, they went through the eviction process. They're getting their paperwork, and a lot of people are becoming displaced. So when you're in your space of luxury and things of that nature, think about other people and what they might be possibly going through, and possibly give some advice. So this is more or less the Aquarian age that we're living in, there is a particular need for community. There's a particular need for collective way of being, because there are a lot of good people who have got the short end of the stick, and we as human beings, we as soul beings, can't continue to look at people as if they're diseased or scarred because they might be going through negative situations and things of that nature. So if you are able to help, please do so. If you're not able to help, that's perfectly fine. Continue to focus on your own stuff, you know. So I want to reference Jupiter before we move forward. Jupiter is at a particular Sabian symbol that's related to the divine feminine, and the divine feminine is an individual that's focused on their awareness and their deepest parts. And if you're able to focus on your divine feminine, you are focusing on your ability to draw in. So that's a part of the square. If you focus in on your problems, you're focused on your divine masculine, and you're focused on a solution, you're focused on a way to deal with it or handle it, but that is the wrong way to do it. The right way to do it is to deal with your divine feminine, focus on the power and the energy that you have to receive, elevate that, bring that to the forefront rather. And from that perspective, one is able to draw in all that they need with very little effort. The effort is awareness, and awareness being centered to your heart, because within your heart remains a goddess that is available to give you everything you want and desire. And if your consciousness is focused on your thoughts, then that could be a block within itself. So the idea of understanding this square in a simple way is, can you deal with things the easy way, or are you doing things the hard way? And up until most recently, the easiest way was to tap into your divine masculine, get it done, get her done. You understand what I'm saying? But now this shift of Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter is saying, that's not the way we do it. We do it from a spiritual perspective. We do it from a divine feminine perspective, and the work is inner, right? So, yeah. Peace to the family. Thanks for everybody joining me, whether post live or in the live. Shout out to Energy Day Moon. A lot of this energy and all of this is kind of responsible from her words and her encouragement. So I always involve people to kind of ask questions and be involved, because that helps the overall collective, you know, helping me, and then people listening, it helps the people listening, and it gives us clues. You know, you might have some energy or something to say that you think is it might not even make sense to you, but verbalizing it can make perfect sense to somebody who's listening. So I do invite people to call in a little later in the show. But as we're dealing with the energy as it stands, we've been doing this series on the gunas. Tuesday, we discussed Thomas, which is inertia, you know, the ability to not do shit. And then yesterday we discussed Rajas, which is the energy where you're doing too much, right? You too energetic. You know those people that's too energetic, and then you like, well, why are you even doing this? And it's because they're dealing with a hurt or a sadness, right? That energy and activity help them forget that they're really sad out here. You feel me? And then if I'm able to take that energy and metamorphosize it into a spiritual motif, then I have followers who don't even know that I'm sad. They just know that I got a lot of subscribers. They know that a lot of people watch me. So, you know, that's just like nobody is getting their issues addressed. So give me a moment. I see something that I need to take a look at. Gotta keep the visuals consistent. How's the family doing? Hopefully the energy is you taking full advantage of this energy. Hopefully you taking full advantage of the divine feminine and allowing resources, relationships, opportunities come to you, right? and you're understanding the power of meditation. Now, a lot of people feel as though meditation is bad, right? A lot of people don't dig meditation and things of that nature because it's boring. They don't see no purpose into it. But you got to understand that meditation is awareness. Whenever you practice the modality of awareness without emotions, without results, you're doing some form of meditation. Now, to be in sattva is not the end all be all. It's not the bee's knees. It would be you literally meditating in a position like that forever. There has to be some inertia, there has to be movement, but sattva is the balancing of both. When I am not moving or inactive, I'm meditating. When I'm active, I'm meditating, but I'm balancing my action and my inertia. I'm not doing too much. I'm not working 80 hours a week and shit like that. Because why am I even doing that? If I got a reason to work 80 hours a week, then I need to really reevaluate my reasons. Either I'm taking care of more than I can take care of, I'm biting off more than I can chew, or, you know, it's gotta be a trick to it. There has to be a level of work, but sometimes you can work too much and throw yourself out of balance. But what's the point of discovering all of these three things, sattva, rajas, and tamas? Sattva, rajas, and tamas are the three principles of Maya, the three principles of illusion. Even meditation is an attachment to the illusion, right? So if a person is just all about meditation and things of that nature, then they're a part of the illusion. If a person is just like, yo, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do this, they're a part of the illusion. If a person's just chilling, not doing shit, they're a part of the illusion. And I know that can be kind of confusing. But the goal is to build up your sattva enough to rise beyond. It's like levels. We have tamas, we move into rajas, and then we go into sattva, and we stay at sattva until we are fully removed from this egoic understanding of life, this regular material understanding of life, and deal with this soul speech. And if this is repetitive, or you feel like you have already grasped this concept, a lot of people don't, and there is no constant reminder of this actual truth. Everything about this shit will pull you into a space of, you know, this ain't actually right and exact. So this is why I gotta come on here and make it simple, because let the internet tell you, let YouTube tell you, you gotta, you know, buy into a motherfucker's retreat for $4,000 fucking dollars. You gotta buy into, you know, whatever they got going on. You gotta buy into their books. You feel me? Nobody's telling you how simple this shit is. Nobody's telling you that you attach to the illusion through Maya and glamour. And until you deal with that, you're gonna just keep going. You keep going on a level of repetition. To become indifferent to the duality of pain and pleasure, that's when you know you undisturbed. Like I said yesterday, when you able to laugh at some of this shit. I mean, laugh like it ain't never even happened. That's how you know you above it and beyond it. And you want to be above it and beyond it, because otherwise you are energetically and pulled in ways that you don't necessarily need to be pulled. So a lot of confusion happens. So let me now expose y'all to third grade reading level edition of the Hood Mystic, and let's talk about this. Yesterday we was pulling from chapter 12 of Revelation of St. John, but today we are pulling from, yesterday we was pulling from chapter 13. Today we going to backtrack and deal with chapter 12, which chapter 12 deals with the illusion. Revelations chapter 12. Whether if you don't got the book, you can crack open your Bible and just read along with me. Revelation chapter 12 verse 7. And instead of reading the Bible, crazy way and confusing way, I'm going to read Zachary Lansdowne's translation of it. And I'm going to just read 3 verses just to give us an understanding of what I'm talking about. Verse 7. During meditation, a war takes place within the mind. Intuitions from the soul oppose beliefs that illusion foster. Illusion fights back through its judgments, doubts, and projections. So whenever you dealing with judgments, you dealing with illusion. Whenever you deal with doubts, you dealing with illusion. Whenever you deal with projection, you dealing with illusion. Whenever you dealing with anxiety, you're dealing with illusion. Oh, hood mystic, my anxiety this, my anxiety that. Your illusion this, your illusion that. Okay? Verse 8. Eventually, illusion is temporarily vanquished during a moment of illumination, in which the mind dwells within the innocence of the present and is no longer identified with the past or future. Even though the great adversary, illusion, is cast out of the mind during a moment of illumination, it is still part of the emotional body in the form of latent reactions. It is still part of the physical body in the form of latent compulsion. So illusion exists in the emotional body. Whenever you feel emotional towards something, it's a mere illusion. And until you get past that part, you ain't gonna understand none of this spiritual shit if you get emotional about a goddamn chicken sandwich. Okay? And then physically go get the chicken sandwich, oh, forget about it. Because to be emotionally tied to marketing plans put you in a space of illusionary, human, automaton, no control of the soul type of vibration. So until you rise above the gunas, until you rise above illusion and time and deal with yourself solely as a spiritual entity, none of this shit makes sense. A lot of it's like, I'm Jermaine Jackson, I was born on this date. That's why I asked for the date when we deal with the astrology, so we can get past it, right? If a person's not asking you for your birth date, then they're dealing with you in the realms of your illusionary state. You understand? Because if you don't understand the soul's inflection and the soul's ID, then you don't understand the dimensions of the soul. That's why we study astrology. A person to say, I don't need to study astrology, and they might not. But are they freeing you from this hell that's called humanity? Is all, or are they giving you game to boost it up, right? Boost up the illusion. Get you a couch in your prison. Get you a nice car so you can drive around the prison. Get you a nice house so you can live in the prison lavishly. But the reality is that you're still in a particular prison. So the idea is to be free from this prison by understanding your soul. So let's just look at this quote. And let's get into tapped in afterwards, but let's just look into this quote. Your soul has a special mission. So your soul has a special mission that's beyond your conscious mind. So that's why meditation is important, to get in tune with that special mission. If you already think you know the special mission, game over, right? You don't understand the rules and the plays of the game. You just want to come in and score a touchdown. You're going to get tackled so hard if they put you in the NFL game. But there's so much that goes into playing the game, right? You got to practice. You got to prepare. You got to, and then on Sunday it's lights. But before that, it's a lot of preparation. So your soul is supremely conscious of it, meaning that your soul knows, right? Your soul knows, and that's why meditation becomes a powerful modality in a way to connect. And it's just like, well, there's many different ways to meditate. There's many different ways to do a whole bunch of shit. But what is the purpose of your meditation, right? If you're not dealing with your special mission that your soul is supremely conscious of, then you it don't matter, right? You just trying to do it because a nigga telling you to do it. Don't meditate because I'm telling you to do it. Understand why meditation is so important. for you to get your special mission dun 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 dun. You understand what I'm saying? It's Tom Cruise shit out here. But otherwise, if you just thinking that the Maya, illusion, and forgetfulness that you deal with this human life is the real deal, then because of that, you feel finite, you feel weak, you feel helpless. But from the micro level, from the atomic level, that's just simply not true. You created yourself this being that is probably, say for instance, you're 5'7". That's 1 billion times larger that you've recreated and built yourself up to from that small sperm. Not 1 billion, 15 billion. And that's Danny DeVito size. If you're taller than Danny DeVito, it might be even larger. It might go into the trillions of how much you've reproduced and recreated yourself from a just small spermatose level. You created the body to house yourself in. So you are not the body. You are not the senses. The senses are something that you got trapped in because you wanted to experience the world, right? But then you are not the mind, because the mind is just a logistical thing that helps you deal with this world, that helps you deal with the planet. And it is not the planet, whatever you're thinking. Because let's rewind. If you think that you're the mind, then you got to go back to your soul having a special mission and your soul being supremely conscious of it. And this is why meditation is important, to get you out of the mind, because the mind is limited. The mind will say some shit like, I can't do that. I can't go there. I can't be successful. I ain't gonna never be in love. I keep having these things happen where I date people, we have a great time, and then they ghost on me. That's the shit that the mind say. But the soul is saying there is a special person in your life that won't ghost you. There's a special person in your life that wants to lift you up and build you up. And you dealing with these fuck niggas, I'm not gonna let you go out like that. I'm the one that ghosts their ass. I'm your soul. Blame me, right? When they ain't to your level, I kick them the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying? And you sitting there like, oh my God, I'm so lonely. Your soul like, no, you not. You need to get to somebody who's going to help you and better you, that's going to lift you up. A person who has a soul like you, your soul mate. Understand? Not just somebody that you fucking attracted to through the senses and through the mind, which are all limited. When the soul is infinitely powerful, your soul defies all time and space. So the whole purpose of this conversation is for you to contact and deal with and exercise this power that you have within you. Your soul has a special mission. Your soul has a special mission that your soul is supremely conscious of. So get in tune with that. And get off the illusionary bullshit, the Maya bullshit, the forgetfulness that you are even a soul in the fucking first place. Okay? That's the daily energy reading. Opening up the phone lines for tapped in. And if you call in and it ain't set up, call back, because I'm setting it up now. You understand what I'm saying? And beyond that, be sure to send some comments in chat and all of that. And yeah, as I get this free conference, if I get this conference call set up, just give me a second. I'm gonna play y'all a little ad and things of that nature, and I'll be right back. Guess who's Bizak? Colombian exchange, the freshest drip on the internet. Shirts with a spell is now live. Go to Colombian exchange with an X.com or Click the link in the description. The new line, last place. The last shall be first, but for a limited time only. 20% for all subscribers with the code 2020. Colombian Exchange is back. Get there now. Yes, and I'm still setting it up. So if you call now and you like, damn, you said call and it's saying disconnected, hood, did you pay your phone bill? Yeah, I paid my phone bill, but now I just gotta, set it up. Give me a moment. So usually once this happen, I gotta come down. It's like I'll be on some form of a high or some form of a channel where I start saying a whole bunch of shit that I don't even like. It's somebody inside of me that's trying to prove a point or trying to stress a point, and it's always a point to where I be listening to this entity like, well, dude is right, you know what I'm saying? And then I challenge myself through talking. I like, well, how do you prove that or make that make sense? You understand what I'm saying? And throughout this whole process is like being, shout out to the skeptical spiritualist, being skeptical of everything that you deal with on a spiritual level allows you to see what's real and what's not real. So, that's how we get to these talks. But I'm trying to set up this conference call and it's acting like it don't want to do that. So give me a second. We're still moving forward. Shout out to the family though. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to this lukewarm ass coffee too. And I'm still waiting to set up. It just seemed like everything moving slow, but we get into it. It's slowly loading, family. So be patient with me. It's a question in the chat. What's the question? Oh, it's a section called hats, but I gotta make more hats, and I had other hats. I made a lot of hats, but I just gotta recreate them. So I think I'm gonna do that a little later today. The site's still in development, so just give me a moment or so throughout the week to kind of build. Hats is one of those things that I'm working towards right now. So probably throughout the day, I got some other stuff planned, but hopefully this week, if not by this weekend, we're gonna have some hats on there. It's like 2 hats on there now, but definitely gonna be more hats on the site. That's colombianexchange.com. All right, the dial-in number is up, everything's back, and if you want to give me a call now. That's 385-799-9560. Please, one person have the courage to reach out. Maybe not one, but maybe 10, get a few people on here to kind of chop it up. I want to hear where y'all minds is at and things of that nature. So let me know what's good. Virgo rising, Pisces moon. I'm a skeptic and a believer. I can smoke a bag of that, cause I'm very zealous. I can be overzealous and completely skeptical at the same time. And I'm a sun Virgo, so it's all about analyzing it, but analyzing for truth, because part of life is belief, part of life is accepting and acknowledging stuff, but you be acknowledging, accepting shit that's not really true or illusionary. It puts you in a space of blockage. You don't find balance between the three states of Maya. You fucking raise above it because it's fake. It's like, how do you find balance in prison? You don't. You get the fuck out. You free yourself. You free yourself as much as you you free yourself from the state of needing to meditate. You free yourself, because meditating gets to a point where you realize your soul. And once you realize your soul, you don't necessarily need to meditate any longer. The meditation process is over with. (385-799-9560). Just a short call away, and the call is toll free. I did that for y'all, you feel me? I did that. You know, our house is surrounded by crows. Like, I feel like we got a crow nest or something close by. But in the front of our house, back of our house, side of our house, it's always crows. It's always comforting and a magical experience, this home, because the crows really rock with us the long way. So also keep them bugs out. Bugs away. 385-799-9560. If you want to chat, give me a call. Are guided meditations a great way to connect with your soul? No. They're not a great way to connect with your soul. It's like a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? It can help. But it's like, let me try to find a good way to explain it. It's like taking a shower or something like that. If you don't know how to take a shower, a good way to learn how to take a shower is watching somebody else. Oh, I got calls. Give me a second, family. Give me a second. I'm coming. Pause. If you have to take a shower or something to that effect, right? And
this service is provided by freeconferencecall.com. There is one other participant in the conference. Please announce yourself.
754. Give me one moment. All right, I'm about to explain this point and I'm gonna get right to you. You there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
All right, give me a second. So, say for instance, meditation is the analogy to taking a shower, and you don't know how to take a shower though, and so you say, "Let me watch you take a shower." That's a guided meditation. You watching somebody taking a shower. Do you get clean by watching somebody taking a shower? Absolutely not. But can it help you learn how to take your own showers? Absolutely. So meditation within itself is taking a shower for your damn self and getting your own body clean. And you have to take the responsibility to take a shower for your damn self. Can't nobody take a shower for you. Can't nobody walk your spiritual path for you. So once you find your soul, it's like being clean and being pure. So do you have to meditate all the time once you understand that your soul is awareness? You don't. But you meditating for a purpose, to get in contact with your soul's mission, to get in contact with your soul. So if you addicted to guided meditations, you addicted to somebody else's path working. And guided meditations are great if you don't know how to meditate. Start at guided meditations. Divine Relationship Alchemy just put out a dope one. My wife got a whole womb meditation. You understand what I'm saying? Like Mama Mystic. You understand? So listen to guided meditations, but don't become addicted to guided meditations. Create your own guided meditations is a better way to look at it. 754, you tapped in with the Mystic. What's going on? Who am I speaking with?
Speaking with Angel and Neo.
You said Angel?
Angel.
What's up, Angel? What's going on?
Nothing much, brother. I just appreciate being in contact with you, man. I've been on your trail for about a year and a half now. You know, when you first started doing the daily energy reading. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your growth, man. Seeing where you come from, seeing all of the work that you put in, man. All of the particular energy that you've been putting into building your site and everything, man. Me and my wife, man, we listen to you. We listen to you, man. Me and your struggle kind of similar, you know, going through the valley of the shadow of death, man, and getting out of prison at 27 years old, man. Mm-hmm. During those 5 years. Mm-hmm. Getting into the astrology, man. I didn't have anybody to really to connect with, man. But when I got on YouTube, man, and I connected with you, I say this brother here, you know, giving out the light, giving out the understanding, man, that helped me on my journey and my path, man. So I keep up with it, man. Oh man,
I appreciate that, man.
I keep up with it, man. Following your site, man. Oh man. I remember when it was last year, you were going to school for the computers and interacting with the people and things like that. That brought me out of my little cave, you know, to bring me out, you know, once I became awakened, you know. Mm-hmm. That was me posted in the chat with the Pisces, the Virgo rising and the Pisces moon. I'm a Libra sun. Yeah.
Okay. That's reverse for me, right? Because I'm a Cancer moon, I'm a Libra rising, and I'm a Virgo sun.
Right. Yeah, so the connection is there. Plus my grandmother who raised me, right? My mom and my dad passed, you know, transitioned early in my life. So my grandma, she Virgo sun and Cancer moon, man, and she took care of me, man. So with those water connections with the moon, you know, it's that intuition, man, that I really could feel, that I really can understand, man. And all I wanted to do was connect with you, man, and let you know that I appreciate you, man. That I'm in tune, and I'm watching, and I'm supporting you, man.
Thank you, man. And like stuff like that is like, you know, the ultimate for me, because, you know, it's like a thing that you're doing, and my intention is to connect with one person that is in a particular struggle like me, that can understand how life can really beat your ass down, you know what I'm saying? And if you ain't got the spiritual wherewithal to build yourself up in that fashion, man, it ain't like I come from this particular place like I just always had my shit together, you feel? Like that ain't never was the case, you feel me? But in dealing with my spirit and cultivating my soul, I found perfection within, and I can only share that experience with other, you know, souls like me, you understand? And you coming back on the feedback side, okay, that's confirmation to continue on, you know? So thank you, bro. I really appreciate it, like, you know what I'm saying, from the bottom of my heart.
No doubt, Mystic, man. Keep it up, man.
All right. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Angel. And always reach out, man. Don't just always reach out, man. Let your voice be heard, man, because it's a powerful voice as well. So, you know, reach out, you know, talk to me, you know, if you need somebody to talk to or whatever, because it's all about projecting your voice and being heard. So thank you. You don't know how many people you helped and going to help in the future. So, you know what I'm saying? Thank you.
No doubt. Receive that, man.
All right. Peace out, bro.
Peace out.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right. 585, you tapped in with the Hood Mystic. Who might I be speaking with?
Good morning, Hood Mystic. This is Energy. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I just want to say this was a really, really great build. Because this information, it's so funny you talk about the Mayas because, they walked away, or at least there's a theory that they walked away from everything because it was so illusionary. And it's so on point that you're breaking down these illusions because your energy, to me, is so closely tied to the Mexica, which is what they were called before the Aztecs. And, it was said that they started around these four great rivers, and one is which was in Colorado. Like, I feel like you've done this in another lifetime before. And so it's so funny. I'm not even going to get into that whole thing. But I wanted to ask you, what did you think about the fact that before they walked away, the reason why they walked away is because they were dealing with such an illusion. A lot of people don't understand that the reason that they started to do these human sacrifices is because they were actually trying to retard the movement of the sun in astrology, because they were trying to stop the next illusion, or Baktun, which for some reason your guide is like, he should be looking even more into that, but they were trying to stop the next perception from coming in, which was the one that we just got out of, because they felt like it was coming to a destruction. So I just wanted to get your input and thought on what you feel. I didn't even know if that was possible personally. Do you think that it's even possible to actually retard a movement of an astrological sign? And again, if you could just give us a little taste of what's coming tomorrow. I'm Taurus. I'm constant and persistent.
Sure. So, tomorrow, because I'm going to deal with the last question first, and I'm going to reverse it. So tomorrow, we're going to move into Atlantean theory, and we're going to move kind of into our past life regression and kind of where we all met, and bringing that to the surface and trying to establish a conversation on that level. So in order to have a conversation on past lives, we have to rise above the illusionary world that we've been faced with through Maya and illusion. So tying back to your first question, where you're asking, okay, how does one walk away from the illusion, if I'm gathering it correctly, and what was the and how do you retard time, or what's the science behind that, correct?
Right, more that they were trying to, and it still didn't work, because they still ended up having to leave, but they were trying to retard the movement of the sun, because they're all moving in different positions. But actually, I believe they followed the Saturn, so it was like a evolution type of astrology thing, but yeah. Okay,
so I feel as though they actually managed to retard time and bring time into a space of reversal. So it's called the second law of thermodynamics, and it is the law of entropy that allows everything in this world to kind of disintegrate into a point, and then once it disintegrates completely, which happened 2012, then things begin to reverse.
Right.
But we don't understand that time is now moving in reverse. So when we have particular retrogrades, it's like time is moving forward, and we can kind of get a relief. That's why you hear a lot of particular beings say, when the retrograde happens, my energy turns up. Things start happening well for me, because at the most of the time we moving backwards. So it's a point of regression that we actually move forward, and that's a hard thing to digest, because if you talk to people and have real conversations with them, if they like graduated college, they're like, I'm lost, and they buy a house, they like, I'm lost, you know what I'm saying? Or they do all of these things that you look at and like, that's amazing, but then you talk to them, like really talk to somebody, and they'll tell you, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Really, I thought that I was doing the right thing, but now that I got it, I'm confused as shit about it. You understand what I'm saying? So when it gets to a point of understanding this world, if you don't understand regression, you're gonna be fucking lost. You understand? So I feel it though that they mastered time, and they predicted time, and they told people what time it was, but people just kind of didn't understand the subtleties of life and how things kind of build up and take time to develop, that we don't understand this shift in full understanding. But I think in to answer your question, I think they were successful in kind of retarding the wheel and bringing this energy back and allowing us to kind of understand this world from a regressive point of view. Because think about it, but think about 10 years ago and me having this conversation, maybe not you per se, but just imagine the normalcy of the conversation that we're having, and think how we could not have this conversation 10 years ago. That's a product of regression. Right. That's not a product of moving forward. That's a product of dealing with our ancient past, right? And that's what kind of we've learned through research and doing all of this history. We found our soul, right? We found ourselves.
Right. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. That was good. I just have one more question before I get off. I want to know why. Do you know why they didn't celebrate the 13 Platoons and why they celebrated all others? And I know that's kind of off topic, but since your energy is so closely related to the Mahicas, I really think that you probably have a good answer.
So I think that when people understand the true sun and they understand the reality of heat, where we get our heat from, we think that our heat comes from the sun and the sky, but it's like the sun is up right now and it's cold as shit, like it's freezing. So you know what I'm saying? That's not where we get our heat from. Our heat comes from Sirius, and so once the sun aligns with Sirius, July 25th, it's extremely hot, right? But also more so, that is the new year. And so when you say they don't celebrate it, I think they do celebrate it when they call it Independence Day, when they actually can be independent of the sun of Sirius, and because they feel like all of the heat and all of the energy comes from Jesus or the rising and setting sun, but the true God or the true energy comes from Sirius and Sirius A and B, which comes into perfect alignment this year, July 25th. And it's not July 4th every year, but you know how they get down in America, they gotta do their thing of numbers and things of that nature. But what we're talking about is a serious resonance and the actual alignment of our sun, which is the fake sun, aligned with the real sun, and we tapping into real energy.
Oh my gosh, that's so important. I'm so glad that I asked you that question. So that's the spirit telling me I'm on point because you hit the nail on the head. As soon as you said serious, I knew that you was definitely getting the correct information. So thank you so much for that, Bill, and I appreciate you. That's all I have today.
You good. Thank you.
Before I get off, I have a hard time sometimes meditating because I'm a clear audio, clear cognizant. A lot of people can't decipher the difference between entities, your own.
Are you in
tune? Thoughts.
Are you in tune with your soul?
Oh, absolutely.
Then the need for meditation isn't as strong for you, so you won't meditate. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to get in tune with your soul, and there was probably times where you meditated a lot. You know what I'm saying? But now that you've actually connected, it's like, you know, if you connect something. The process of meditation is the process of connecting, and once it's connected, you don't connect it any longer, right? You move that train along, right? You keep moving forward. It's not an idea. Maybe you get a little disconnected or a little disjointed and you have to center yourself, but if you are centered, that's your meditation. Live your meditation now. You know, don't beat yourself up.
I'm glad you said that.
Don't beat yourself up.
I'm glad you said that. Thank you so much for stating that, because you know I was beating myself up like, gosh, there's something missing here, but you know what? Again, thank you so much. That was very helpful.
No problem.
Because I'm Taurus, so I have a problem being either consistent or stubborn. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep meditating, even though it's not working for me in this way. But you know, different things help. Like you said, Mama Mystic has some guided meditations, Love Live Life. Theirs really connect. But honestly, I need something in my ears just because I communicate with so much spirit a lot. I had talked to Mama Mystic about that before, and she gave me some helpful tips. So I'm going to let the next caller go ahead and not take up the most time, but thank you so much. That was a very powerful
No problem. Thank you for making the show. I appreciate you calling in, and please call in. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Care.
Yep. Peace out.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
206, you tapped in with the Hood Mystic. Who might I be speaking with?
Hey, what's up? This is Senyata.
What's up, Senyata? What's up, my guy?
What's up, bro?
Just feeling the vibes. What's good?
Yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion and input on, because you're talking about meditation and illusion. I want to know, which is more correlated or connected to illusion? Like thinking, having affirmations, or moon mudras or mantras while you're meditating, or just like sitting in complete silence? And it's like sitting in complete silence, like giving way for like illusion to do whatever, or you using the voice in your head, which I'm hearing is part of your ego, is that more with the illusion? Or is they one and the same, or what?
Okay, that's a good question. And what I would say is complete darkness is free from illusion. Anything connected to the senses, anything connected to the mind are a part of the illusion. And do we play with the illusion a little bit? Of course, that's why we're here. Do we say fuck the illusion entirely? Absolutely not. But we put the illusion in its place. We know that this is sensory and I might need to eat this whatever to survive, to keep my body going, but that's just all it is. Everything has its little place or compartment, right? So in meditation, you know that you're free from the illusion when you're in complete darkness. And as long as you can stay in that zone of complete darkness, free from thought, free from illusion, free from sensory, even if it's like, I see all of this amazing things or all of this amazing shit. Even in the astral realm, you're dealing with a form of illusion. So to raise above all of that is what they call Ein Sof Or, which is the triple darkness. Okay, this is the soul's level. This is the supreme understanding. This is what everybody goes back to. And so to get comfortable in darkness is being comfortable in quote unquote death, but that's also being comfortable in truth. And I know it doesn't have all of the glitz and glamour that the physical world presents. It doesn't have the sense material that the physical world presents, but that's all of your power. That's all of your soul's mission is found in complete utter darkness, and it's not a sound. I'm gonna tell you what, they're not speaking to you in English. Your inner voice speaks to you in a high frequency pitch. It's like and it's talking, it's saying all types of ill magical shit, and you got a translator within you. All you gotta do is tune in to the that you can only hear when it's completely silent.
Now is that like the vibration before like energy?
Yes.
Like the illusion?
That's the in the beginning God created the word. The word was God, or that thing is not like the conversation that me and you having. So if the voice is ever like Sunyata, okay, this is some ego shit. But when you say I want to listen to the soul, it's never in a language that you understand. And see, they say that the subconscious speaks to you in symbols, so you got to get your sigil game, you know what I'm saying, or abstract ways of thinking. This is how the soul communicates. So it's high frequency pitches, it's symbols, it becomes to be
So it's higher frequencies that you reach, the deeper within that you go.
The deeper you go within, there's a high frequency buzz that if you just tune into that, that's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You get everything that you need. That's downloading. And if you trying to get it to a point where it's like a conversation between me and you, then it's like you watch too many movies and things of that nature. But if you deal with your own inner biology, because everything has a particular frequency, everything has a particular resonance. I know, like, you could be buzzed off of, you know how we get down, you know what I mean? And then you kind of just zone out, and then you hear like the trees. You hear the trees, or you hear the grass, or you hear the earth. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, definitely.
Right, so everything has a particular frequency, everything has a particular resonance, even your soul. And if we take it from the abstract and trust that our inner body has a translator, and then, you know, that translator comes through expression, it comes through, you know, conversations, it comes through epiphanies, because we've actually dealt with just the download, the raw shit, you feel me? And we trust this whole inner process. It'll make sense. And you personally have listened to this actual resonance, and it have led you to breakthroughs, and those breakthroughs are personal things that you need to start like patting your motherfucking self on the back for, because they are like really powerful things. But it's not the point of people like, Sunyata, that's a great job. That if you looking for that, it's going to be a long time to get to that level. But what you can do now is say, Sunyata, this is amazing. This is a fucking breakthrough. You are a fucking genius. This is fucking scientific as I don't know fucking what. Are you, like, did you eat your Wheaties today? Like, you can big your fucking self up all the fuck, like, all day, right? If you wanted to.
Yeah.
But you waiting for other people to do it, and that's what's slowing your process down.
Yeah. And then my issue is just in where I need to have more discernment in what's my ego versus what's the soul talking. You know what I'm saying?
The soul is abstract. The soul is weird as fuck. You feel me? And that's when you know. You know what I'm saying? It could be a picture of a goddamn of nothing. A picture of nothing. Yeah, a picture of absolutely nothing. And that's where you know your soul's talking. When it's Sunyata direct. Sunyata, you should do this. Sunyata, and it's like, okay, that's some ego shit. You know what I'm saying? That's really, be as abstract as possible. Be upon the divine plane of ideas. You understand what I'm saying? And pull from that, and you have like an abundance of that abstract energy that you can bring to the surface.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you in a good place, man. You in a real good place. It's a lot for you to be grateful for. It's a lot for you to kind of stand in your godhood for, you know, but you got to actually affirm that. You got to tell yourself that. I'm sure your wife telling you and me telling you it sound good, but it still don't get the job done.
I'm learning to be more appreciative of Saturn, just Saturn energy, because you know I'm just wasn't really in tune with that. And then with 2020 and the conjunction and stuff, you know, it hit me hard. She was like, yo, no, you gonna have to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? So I understand you need to understand more how time.
Yeah, it's more or less like, so if I was going to explain it to you, I would say you're an advanced being that don't identify as an advanced being. An advanced being is a creator, and a creator doesn't take prompts from the physical world. The creator takes prompts from somewhere else. And if long as you're in that vibe of I am a creator, I'm an advanced being, and this whole shit was prepared for me to thrive. The whole landscape, where 5 years ago I was a weird outcast, but now I'm that nigga. I'm the big meech of this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm big meech, Larry Hoover. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the vibes for the, like, you understand? Like, I see you just walking around in gold chains and fucking rings and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the mentality.
If not this life, the next one. flex.
Huh?
Yeah, I said that is we gonna get there, but not even on a flex level.
Not even on flex, but it's just the poles shifting and the reality of like things being shown to you for a particular reason, right?
Yeah.
You know, and now the reason is coming to fruition, right? The reason has come home to roost. So now you got to kind of live in that shit where it's like the first shall be last and the last shall be first type of shit. And it's like if you had those feelings and things of that nature where it's like I was last place, by divine right you are now going to be in first place. So can you handle that? Or do you just continue to look at yourself as being in last place?
Yeah, that's why I fucks with turtle energy. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. Tortoise in the hair. That's one of my motifs. That's one of my builds from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I was last place and the hair was gonna dust me, but shit, I always knew I was gonna win, so I took my fucking time. You feel me?
Yeah. I was just listening about how to find out about your totem. We talking about meditation and how to find out about your animal spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And and when watching New Light, I just a couple people. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get you some turtle stuff. You got turtle stuff in the crib?
Yeah, I got some turtle trinkets and stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, man. I mean, that's just the fact. Like, you know, I would just rest and relax in the fact of being an advanced being. Tap into your divine feminine energy within and really attract, you know, be on some advanced shit, bro. Like understand you a real alchemist and you a real creator. So create.
Yeah, I appreciate the info, man.
No problem, man. Anytime, bro. Anytime, man. You know, we working together in this thing, bro. It ain't just me. It's both of us. So, you know, just let me know if you need anything, man. Reach out.
Yep, for sure.
All right, bro. Have a good day, bro.
One love.
One love.
You too.
Peace out. We definitely been going strong. I appreciate, you know, the caller ins and things of that nature. It's tapped in with the Hood Mystic, tied in with the daily energy reading, just dealing with purely soul talk, you know, to start the day. You know, you will hear a lot of things on the internet throughout the day to get you out of this soul shit. So, you know, whatever the case may be, these conversations is purely for the soul, and not to be confused with anything else. If you need anything from me, www.hoodmystic.com is the website. Hoodmystic@gmail is the email. Altercreations.net is my wife's site. Be sure to hit that up. And we about to get to work. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace out to the family. I need a new computer. This shit. There we go. Now my ears is ringing. Yours is ringing too. Oh shit. I just been sitting there